Alright, we have returned to this wonderful game. So let's go see what we can find out of the Hassie place. Woo! It's still snowing here. Okay. If he's still sitting here, I think I want to talk to him. Hey there, Noctis. How's it going, man? Hopefully you're doing well. But I guess we just go right into the bar. Can we like? Nice. There's a cloud. Oh my god. Bad puns. Woo! I'm glad you're doing great, man. That is exciting to hear. I, myself, am doing pretty damn well myself. Got a confirmation that there should be some sort of conversation about a secondary interview for that job I applied for, and got a, interview about it yesterday. So that's exciting news to me. Really looking forward to seeing how that goes, hopefully next week. Haven't quite made the actual scheduling, but that's the thing. But in a pretty damn good mood for the last couple of days. So, yeah. That being said, cheers, man, to being great. Alright. We talk to this person? We have been here once before. Also, I'm enjoying the shit out of this awesome music, you know what I'm saying? You can just sit here and chill all day with it. This person has an issue. Woo! He flipped off a box of kittens? What? Oh, of course he did. He's a fucking TV personality person who's like all about himself and blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. I mean, we knew we were gonna need more, so that's what we're doing. Wait, we have a friend named Keith? Is he the one that gave us the headphones? Can we stunner him? Alright, we'll just talk to Keith. Yeah, man, I'm glad you're doing great, man. It's exciting news. Apparently he's an old buddy of mine. I don't even know this, so I'm telling him this was just, I know. Oh, he went to Colorado and climbed. Right on. Oh, he's the one that gave us the plant. Okay. There we go. Bring work home. God, this music is so good. I might have to buy the soundtrack. Usually I don't buy soundtracks for games, but this one I might have to. Well, actually, I do buy soundtracks for games. They just have to be really good. I think the last one I bought was... Was it V6 Times, or did I do a different one? Well, the funny thing about V6 Times, which I should totally play for you guys, that sounds like a great idea. That might be the next game I play. I love that game. But it was one of those games I paid more for the soundtrack than the game itself, because I got the game itself as part of a bundle for like a total of $5 or something ridiculous. I got the soundtrack for 15. Well, it was 10, but I gave him 15 instead because I'm crazy like that. Title of the spider on the wall? Where? Hold on. Did I miss it? Doesn't ring a bell. Oh, you don't know about V6 Times? That game's great! It's a super old, or it's a super retro style platformer with one mechanic, which is that you can flip the gravity and land on the roof or on the ground. And they use that mechanic in all sorts of fun and exciting ways. It'll be a fun game. We can have a puppy death counter for that one. It'll be fun. Oh, on your wall. Okay, I was like, what the fuck am I not seeing? Is it a cute little spider? I do love how they put a little bit of they ran it through a little bit of a filter, the sound for like little letters, because it kind of sounds a little bit like he's talking, like through a recording. I like that. This is actually very true. If you want to be successful in whatever you do, it's more than just talent. You definitely have to have the drive behind it. Something that I've certainly learned through this channel, at least. Well, I guess through my work on Twitch stuff. It's like, you know, if you really want something to happen, it's not just, oh, you go do it with the talent. Like, I feel like I've got a decent enough personality for you guys to enjoy and laugh at and with sometimes. But, like, you know, to really get things going, you gotta just keep at it, you know? You gotta keep pushing it, even when, like, sometimes you just feel like, oh, this is the worst thing right now. You gotta, you know? But what if you have no talent? Well, that's the other thing, is if you don't have talent, you can certainly have persistence and hard-working aspects that will basically give you the talent, you know? I don't think there's anything that you can't learn, and you can overcome pretty much anything that you set your mind to. So that's at least my personal opinion. Like, if something feels insurmountable, then that's a good thing for you to go tackle and defeat, you know? God, what a PR douchebag comment there. I don't really think that's the way to go, but I guess it's good to have. Let's see what else. Oh. This is actually a hard question. I'm torn between these two. Alright, we're gonna go with this one. Well, God damn it. It's like everything I say to him right now is upsetting him. No, we gotta... Can we talk to him? I want to talk to him. How do I talk to him? Oops. Go back in. I'll have to go home, I think. I guess we're the luckiest dude ever. Fuck yeah, we are. Let's do this one. Oh my god, like, I feel the opposite about this guy. I do not find him funny, I don't find him interesting, I find him douchey and awful. Oh shit. That's useful. I guess the question is, do we care about the VR drama? I guess enough. I guess, you know. Oh, I love it. It's a kaiju film. That's good times. I have to say, some of the background writing for this game is pretty cool. Let's go with that. I think this is a really interesting thing to put into a game, right here. This aspect that by asking her if it's a video game and her response is to say that video games are about winning and manipulating the mechanics of the system to get ahead. That is actually the opposite of true in my opinion. I think that video games they've evolved past just being games. Like, to me, what the term video game is a term to describe an interactive experience, which basically can be anything from, you know, just a arcade sort of, you know, get to the end sort of level, all the way up to an interactive experience that tells a story and just, you know, gets you through it. So, like, I actually look at, like, virtual novels and stuff as video games, because they're interactive a little bit, you know, like, games aren't always about winning, is I guess what I should be trying to say. So, I kind of find it interesting that they put that in here. Well, that's interesting, though, the description here of, like, the idea of it's supposed to be behaving consistently in a fictional world. I think that RPGs should be played that way, personally, because that's the best way to enjoy it. You know, you create a character and you interact with the world as that character, as opposed to just, like, putting yourself into it. Like, whenever I play RPGs, I tend to do something. And I guess that comes just from my experience with pen and paper, but still. Those two definitions aren't incompatible. It's up to the player to choose his or her experience of the game. This is very true. I don't know, like I was saying, like, to me, that's how I look at it. That's why I think it's kind of cool they put that aspect into this game, because it does describe it, you know? There even no absolute choice to make. It's more of a scale between interactive experience and engineering the rules. Okay, I get you, man. Okay, that's interesting as a concept. I wonder how that would be for a game, like an actual game designed to be like what they're describing here. So that's why I like playing RPGs like that. You know, like I like creating this person. Like when I played Mass Effect is a good example of this. When I played that, I had a mentality of a character in my mind, like, you know, based off of the things I chose for the backstory and all that stuff. And I played who that Shepard was. You know, what she would choose to do because of whatever, even when those circumstances were, you know, not necessarily what I as a player would prefer. You know, like certain things happen certain ways. Because it was who she was as opposed to what they wanted. And it ended up being one of the best playthroughs of a game that I've had. Very few games come up to that, you know? Like, take FTL, try to roleplay in it. It's not what it's intended, clearly so, but you can. This is true. Although I think that game is intended to be I think that they designed that game to have an RPG style like element to it. I think they definitely designed that game to have a narrative that you could follow as a role-played sort of situation. I think that's very much the intention, because I know that some of the writers for that game were some major writers for games, like the Fallout series back in the day. Not the more new ones, but like the old ones. So I think that game is a weird case, because it's a little bit of both. It can be played one way, but it's also got this element that allows it to be done that way, because the people who made it had the envision of, we want this to be something you can really connect with. I love that game, by the way. We might have to do some playing of that at some point as well. FTL is a really good one. For any of you guys who want some more retro awesome, or not retro, but indie style awesomeness, FTL is a great choice. And the roguelike elements make it very interesting every time you play. I still love how we don't have her name yet. There are RPG elements, but they serve as background. There's no incentive to let a rebel transport alone instead of attacking it, for example. There may be no incentive, but there is, in the sort of narrative you can create with it. Like, and that's kind of my point. Like, you can actually very easily create a narrative in the ways that things are. Because the writing behind the game allows you for that. It's the writing is designed to give you incentive if you want to play kind of your own little thing. Is the way I would describe it. But you are right, there's no mechanical incentive, but mechanical incentives are not always the way to play a game. It's sad that sometimes that goes against what a game could have, but generally speaking, there doesn't have to be an incentive for you to enjoy it in that regard. Because, I mean, if you look at it like that, Noctis, like, you have this other aspect of, like, even some of the biggest RPGs don't have incentives for you to play anything that's close to playing a role. Like, there's no incentive at all. Like, you can. The writing's there for it. Like, the incentive to play, for example, in an Elder Scrolls game, to play your character as a compassionate person who wants to help all of the lesser races, the ones that are always being mocked or whatever, versus somebody who just does everything because it gets you stuff. Like, there's no incentive to go one way or the other, other than the fact that if you go for the get stuff, you're going to have a very different experience than if you go for playing a character like that. So, I mean, it's kind of like when I played the most recent one that I did, which is Skyrim. I played, I guess it is the most recent of the series, isn't it? But I always generally play those games starting as like an assassin-style character, and I always try and make an interesting, sort of aspect to that character. And they're always an Argonian is another thing. They're always Shadow Scales. And part of that is because there's a character that I've always had in my mind for those games. And another thing that I do with that character is that on a contract, whenever I'm contracted to take out a target, that's the only person that dies. Never will I take another person's life in that contract. And sometimes that makes it much more ridiculous, and that's just because that's who the character is. I don't have to do that, but I chose to. And that's, I think, the same elements that you see in something like FTL. It's about kind of, your own story is there. There's no real incentivization to do that, And I think that's true of pretty much all RPGs. And in fact, actually, it's one of the things that I don't like about things like a Paragon Renegade system is that they serve as literally just mechanics that force you to play one way or the other, whereas instead of allowing you to explore all the things that you want to explore as your character. At least that's my opinion. Alright, we'll go with this now. Oh, we have... Wait, we have evidence? Okay, he's true. I actually kind of agree with Turing on this one. I don't really know if I like the idea of like, essentially forcing him blackmail status. I'm definitely going home first, though, because I want to talk to Turing. Oh, he's not going to let us actually, like, go away from it. That sucks. Yeah, see, I agree. Oh. Oh, really? Oh, man. Let's go with sadness. Oh, okay, so it's only during that thing open. That's really cool that they have an internal soundtrack system. That's exciting. But you lose nothing for role-playing in WoW or Skyrim except your time. In FTL, if you let the rebel go, it's one or more fuel wasted for a jump that you have that gives you nothing for the upgrades you'll need to continue on. That's actually kind of true, but at the same time not. I think the only reason why that's true is because the design of FTL is to be more how do you say unforgiving of those kinds of choices. In WoW, it's a little different though because those games are designed to be very, very. They're open in a way that makes them not really interesting, in my opinion. That's one of the reasons why I'm not a huge MMO player. But for something like Skyrim, I think that doing so and losing time for it is kind of the same thing, but there's not a mechanical disincentive towards it. There's just not an incentive. You know, it's the same thing like if I need to get a thing, I can steal it. If I can't steal it, then I can just kill the dude for it in a Skyrim, right? But there's negative consequences for that, but it's the same kind of thing. Like there's also role-playing aspects to it. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, I see exactly what you're saying. I totally can get behind that. I just think that when there's a mechanical rule reinforcing one way or the other, it doesn't necessarily make it something that's inherently not RP related. I think that it means that some players will not RP things, but then again, if somebody's playing just to win the game, then that's their decision to play the game that way. And that's going to be the case for anything. Like even in Skyrim, you could have the same thing. I mean, isn't that what a speed run of any game is? Is just knowing exactly how to manipulate the game to get it done quickly? Isn't that the same? You know? Oh god. I don't know why we're suddenly being accosted here. Like, that makes no sense. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do this. Those glasses, though, I know, right? The glasses are fucking ridiculous. I don't know what she's wearing them for. Like, I don't. It's like here's the thing, and here's another thing, and like I don't even get it. I love Captain Snuggles. I don't want my left cheeks to sunburn when I give no fuck about the right one. Sunglasses. I love it. I want those sunglasses. Oh, hell yeah. It's funny because, like, I'm giving this information to this guy saying, oh, it's negative, but I actually think that what he was saying was pretty much accurate in a lot of ways. I agree with him. Just give us what we want, we'll go away. I like it. Yeah. Yeah, we don't need that. We did, damn it. Dickwad. Alright, good. He's giving us what we want finally. It only took fucking too long. Oh shit. Somebody's manipulating through a VR hardware change. The technically legal kind. Okay. Okay, boy. Probably does. Something called Crash. One simple what? A back alley brain surgery? That doesn't sound like a good time at all. Who would think that's a good idea? What? No! It's ridiculous. It's possible. Hey, he gave us information. Woo! Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. A back alley brain surgery is, holy cow, this guy is actually Simon. Right? Okay. Do we have anything else we want to do here? So I don't really know if we do. I kind of want to talk to Nina. God, she gets surprised like that all the time. Aw. Okay. That place looks great. Oh, okay, so this one tells us where we're at. Got it. A bunch of wrestlers and a gated door. Let's talk to the wrestler. Or let's look at it first. Violent wings, okay. Doesn't really look like, if I didn't know any better, it almost looks like he's pissing on the wall. I mean, at least I got the trash part of this goddamn city right. Yeah, we get to pick it up. Woo! You never know when it'll be useful. Didn't realize that was... What? That was not the name that I saw earlier. Cactus Canary. Wow. He's not pissing against the wall. He's clearly drying off his crotch area. Oh, okay, yeah. There you go. There's a vent right here, and it's just, you know... Alright, well I guess we'll try the chop shot door. Okay. I don't know if we're asking favors, we're just trying to talk to him. Yeah, we don't want no trouble in our place. That's right. I said it. Can we be friends? Can we really? Well, yeah, because the bot doesn't do this all the time. Okay, what kind of favor? Okay. I'm okay with this plan. I'm okay with this plan, that sounds good. Don't have time to not help him. That's kind of weird. Okay, fair enough. We're just gonna help him, it's fine. This is why we're just helping him out. Come on, Turing, just believe in me. Who believes in me? Yeah, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. I get it. So let's get to this. I already said I would. What the fuck? It's gonna be super cred. That's a sentence I never thought I'd actually read. Alright. It's my favorite season, only comes once a year. I'll show you the true meaning of, hang on a second. I mean, this is seasonal, so this is just the best option. Yeah, like, it may not be an exact rhyme, but at least it's fitting. Yeah, see, we got it. Alright, if you bring mistletoe, you'll knock me off my guard, and if you want my number, I'll... What do we have that we might be able to show him? I mean, I guess we could try... I mean, we pick up the donuts. Let's just try that. No, it doesn't. What? Okay, okay, we gotta think of... I mean, I guess it has to be the card. Yeah, there you go. Bam! It's a very interesting puzzle. This is Harmony. I think we're having some... Oh, wait. This is Harmony. I think we're vibing the same tones. We can't ride this beat with a nice pair of... Well, obviously headphones. It's really only... Like, that one's super easy. What? No! Are you dumb? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Okay. Alright, fine, we'll give him the fucking scones. We can ride this beat with a pair of yummy Christmas scones. Dude, the headphones line was way better. No, clearly he doesn't. A tasty beat. Woo! Keep your day job, this is my territory. Ha! Owned. Formula. What a name. It makes me think of formula, you know? Which I guess is kind of the point. Bam! Well, this guy looks up on the up and up. Look at that. Look at that face. It's a face only a mother could love. Let's look around a little bit. Very beat up desk. It's a CRT? That's impressive. Okay. This is kind of more than just like a shitty back alley thing, but I guess it kind of is still. It is a colossal mess. But it is time for another break, guys. So we'll talk to this giant-faced thing, dude Heimer named Noya, or Nanya, very momentarily. He must be a Russian back alley dude or something. Excuse me. We'll be talking to him when we return, guys. So sit tight for a few minutes.